Well, hello, my Cornerstone people. It's Mr. Matt from Classroom 6 coming to you from my office at home. That's why I'm not wearing my mask. Okay, so today we're going over Rights and Responsibilities, May edition. Okay, so um, first we're going to go over the topic words. So let me just zoom in here. And the first topic word is ask. Okay? When you want to know something, you have to ask. You know, what day is it today? What color is that shirt? That kind of thing. What's on the menu? What are the specials today when you're at a restaurant? Yeah, when you're at a restaurant, this is the restaurant edition, so of rights and responsibilities. So when you're at a restaurant, you might want to ask, what are the specials today? Because sometimes they have food that's like on sale. Okay, so Bill. Bill is the next topic word. Okay, and Bill's not here, but Bill is right here. Okay, if you go to a restaurant like, say, Applebee's, you're going to get a bill like this. Okay, and it's going to list the food that you had. Okay, and it's going to have the prices of each thing that you had. Okay, and then at the bottom is going to be a total due. In this case, $47.44. Okay, so this is a bill. This is what they give you at the end of your meal to tell you how much you have to pay. The next topic word is drink. I'm sorry about the grainy quality. My printer's not doing too well. When you order a drink, at a restaurant. Okay, food, which is right here. That's my favorite dish. Okay, you order food at a restaurant. Okay, and hopefully you will order healthy food that makes you healthy, symbolized by the guy eating the apple and making a muscle. You know, healthy. Mm. Okay, the next topic word is meal. And a meal would be like this. You are served a plate, a knife and fork and spoon, and a drink. You know, um, vegetable on the side. You get your meat and your potatoes. Okay, that's a meal. Alrighty. And the next topic word is order. When you order at a restaurant. Okay, you can see this guy here, the stick figure sitting at the table, telling his order to the server who is writing it down. Okay. Alrighty, restaurant is where you order your food and drink. There's a little graphic of a restaurant here. Alright. Menu. You use a menu, and a menu has pictures and words and prices. Unless it's a really expensive restaurant, then it won't have the prices. If it's really like upscale, swanky, hoi polloi kind of restaurant, it's not going to have the prices on it. Okay, so a menu has prices, words, and pictures so you can see what you want to order, see what food you want to order at the restaurant. And the last, topic word that we're supposed to go over is server. Okay, the person who brings you food on a tray. Okay, it could be a man or a woman. Alrighty. And at some restaurants, they have cashiers. I think most restaurants, they have like if it's like a restaurant where you sit down and get, sit down food service, the server will take your money and cash you out, and bring you your change. But some restaurants you have to go up to the cashier, like fast food restaurants. And you should always have good manners. At a restaurant, you should say please and thank you. All right, and when you deal with servers, when you give them money at the end of your meal to pay for your meal, you should always give them a tip because they don't make a lot of money per hour. Minimum wage is like what, $10 an hour? The servers probably make half that. I don't know why that is. They rely on your tip, which is a little extra money that you give them at the end of the meal. Tell someone what you want. If you go to a restaurant, make sure you let them know what your allergies are, what you're allergic to, so you don't get served that in your meal. You don't get served a food that's going to make you sick. If you have allergies, you might want to ask what the ingredients are in the food that they're going to serve you. And don't be afraid to ask for help, like when you're reading the menu or something. All right. Refill. Some restaurants have free refills for drinks. Some restaurants don't. It's important to ask. It's important to ask a restaurant if they have free refills. Okay, especially if you're at a place that's like fast food, self-serve soda fountain. Don't just go up there and expect that the refills are free because they're not always free. Don't want to get in trouble. All right. Let's see. Choose. You have to choose the food you want that's on the menu. And you have to read the menu, or at least look at the pictures on the menu. And you want to be clear when you speak to the server about what you want. Or if you show the server, you point to the menu, show them what you want. Okay, let's get to the activity. Okay, rights and responsibilities. Getting it right at a restaurant. Okay, so a right is something that you are able to do because you are a human being and you're a U.S. citizen. Okay, so you have rights, like you have the right to speak and say what's on your mind, but you also have a responsibility. Your responsibilities are things that you should do. Okay, rights are things that you know are able to do, that you're able to do because you're free. Responsibilities are things that you should do for yourself and for those around you. Okay. Okay. So we have the right to do many things, but we also have the responsibility to consider others when using those rights. All right, so we will be reviewing basic rights and responsibilities. It's our job to match rights with their responsibility. Okay, so let's go over rights and responsibilities. Right. Okay, so I and you have the right to eat at a restaurant if we want to. But we have a responsibility to use good manners. You don't want to go to a restaurant and not say please and thank you. You also don't want to sit there and burp really loud, and make a big mess and stuff like that. You want to use good manners, so you have a responsibility to use good manners at a restaurant, and you have the right to eat at a restaurant. Okay. You have the right to order what you want from a menu. Anything you want. But you have a responsibility to make sure you ask, like if you order like a steak and you don't want it well done, okay? You have the responsibility to tell them that you don't want the steak well done. You want it like medium rare or medium or whatever. Um, Also, if you have an allergy to foods, like if you're allergic to milk or dairy products, you have a responsibility to tell the server, "Hey, I'm allergic to dairy, so please don't put any dairy products in my food." Okay, you have the right. You have the right to order foods and drinks that you like at a restaurant, but you have the responsibility to you have the responsibility to yourself to make healthy and balanced meal choices. So you don't want to go to a restaurant and just order a bunch of garbage food, like onion rings, French fries, and cakes and pies. You know, you don't want to eat a bunch of fried, sugary foods. You want to, try to make a healthy and balanced choice in your meal. You can order whatever you want, but try to order stuff that's not gonna make you sick. Okay, that's important. You have the right. You can eat at any restaurant you want to. Okay, whether it be fast food or sit down restaurant like Applebee's, or a place like Burger King, or a place like like a pizza place, or a Chinese restaurant. You can eat anywhere you want, but you have the responsibility to have enough money to pay for what you want. You don't want to just go into a restaurant, eat, and then not be able to pay, because that's not going to. That will make the manager and the server very unhappy with you if you don't have the money to pay for your meal. Okay. Okay, now we're in the scenario cards. And Tina is going out to eat with her friend. Her friend wants to eat at a fancy restaurant. Tina only has $10 for her meal. She tells her friend they can eat at the fancy restaurant anyhow. When the bill comes, Tina does not have enough money to pay for her meal. Her friend is upset with Tina. Okay, so does Tina have the right to choose a restaurant to eat at? Of course. Yes, she does have that right. Is Tina being responsible? Okay, so she only had $10 and she said, nah, we'll just go eat there anyways. Food might be expensive, but it's okay. And then the bill came and she didn't have enough to pay her share. Okay, so that's not being responsible. So is Tina being responsible by not having enough money to pay for her meal? No. Okay, green boxes means we got the answer right. Tina is going out. It's the same two people, but a slightly different scenario. Tina is going out to eat with her friend. Her friend wants to eat at a fancy restaurant. Tina only has $10 for her meal. She asks her friend if they could eat at the diner instead. Her friend says yes. They have a great meal and Tina is able to pay because a diner is cheaper than a fancy restaurant. Does Tina have the right to choose a restaurant to eat at? Just like before, yes, she does. Is Tina being responsible this time by choosing a restaurant that she can afford? Yes. Tina goes out to a fast food restaurant with her friend, like McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or something, or KFC. They look at the menu while they wait in line. So they look at the menu like above, you know, the above the cashier while they wait in line. They talk quietly at their table while they eat. Tina and her friend enjoy their meal together. They make plans to go out to lunch again next week. That's nice. Does Tina have the right to eat at a restaurant? Of course she does, just like before. Just like before, she does have that right. Is Tina being responsible? Okay, so they looked at the menu while they waited in line. So they looked at the menu to see what was on there, so they weren't like, I don't know. They waited in line, which was polite. They talked quietly at their table, not like really loud, getting everybody distracted. And so were they being responsible? You bet. Yes. Tina goes out to a fast food restaurant with her friend. Same two people, different situation. Tina cuts in line. She cuts in line and walks to the counter to order. She goes in front of all the other people, you know, and to order. And then Tina acts silly and talks loudly, really loud and stuff like that. And people are all like, looking and stuff like, hmm, hmm, hmm. It's very distracting for other people. Tina's friend is embarrassed. Oh, she's embarrassed. Okay. Tina's friend does not want to go out to eat with Tina again. All right. Does Tina have the right to eat at a restaurant? Yes, she does. Is Tina being responsible when she cuts other people in line? Gets ahead of other people, doesn't wait her turn. Is she being responsible when she acts like really silly and, talks loudly? Nope, not this time. Okay. Okay, Tina is eating at a new restaurant. Tina is allergic to cheese. Before she orders, she asks the server if there are any foods without cheese. The server tells her the chicken salad and the vegetable soup do not have cheese in them. Tina orders the vegetable soup. Does Tina have the right to order what she wants from a menu? Yes, she does. Is Tina being responsible? Yes, because she told the server about her food allergy, her allergy to cheese, and she said, "Is there anything that doesn't have cheese?" So is she being responsible? Yes. Good job, Tina. Now let's see what could have happened. Tina is eating at a new restaurant. Tina is allergic to cheese. Tina does not ask the server any questions. She orders the ravioli and side salad. Both of these food items are made with cheese. Tina yells at the server and tells him to take the food off her bill. Okay, is it the server's fault that she didn't tell him or her that she was allergic to cheese? No, it's not the server's fault. It's Tina's fault for not saying she was allergic to cheese this time. So does Tina have the right to order what she wants from a menu? Once again, yes. Is Tina being responsible not telling the server that she's allergic to cheese and then yelling at the server as if it's his or her fault? No, she's not being responsible this time. All right. Tina stops at a restaurant after her yoga class. Yoga is like an activity where you stretch, you know, it's like an exercise stretching kind of thing. She wants to make a healthy choice. She looks at the calories next to each food item on the menu. She picks a low-calorie chicken wrap and apple slices. She is happy that she knows how to make healthy choices. Does Tina have the right to order food she likes at a restaurant? Yes. Of course. Just like before, she does. Is Tina being responsible? Well, she probably goes to yoga class to stay in shape. She wants to make a healthy choice. So she looks at the calories next to each food item on the menu. The calories tell you, um, basically, they tell you how fattening something is, and it kind of gives you an idea how much you have to work out after you eat it. Okay, so let's see. She picks the low-calorie chicken wrap. So is she being responsible? Yes, because she's being healthy. Okay, let's see how this could have gone down. Tina stops at a restaurant after her yoga class. She wants to make a healthy choice. She doesn't look at the calories next to each food item on the menu. She orders 2 cheeseburgers and a large order of fries. And she feels crabby. She feels tired and crabby later. Not to mention, she probably feels bloated. That's how I feel after I eat like fatty fried foods. Bloated is like a feeling when you get like a lot of gas in your stomach, and you're like, mm. you know. Okay, so does Tina have the right to order food she likes at a restaurant? Yes. Is Tina being responsible by not checking the calories? And she orders not just one, but 2 cheeseburgers, and a big old order of fries, and it makes her, not feel so good afterwards. So is she being responsible? No. Okay, so that's it for this installment, Cornerstone Pals. Next comes the song, so stay tuned. Okay, Cornerstone Cats, here's an old Barry Manilow song that your grandparents might remember. Is barking in the kitchen, yelling in the hall, ringing at the doorbell, pounding at the wall. Kids out of sight, kids in the way. No time to cook on this hectic day. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Get a bucket of chicken finger licking good. Have a barrel of fun. Goodbye, ho hum. Get Kentucky Fried Chicken. Come on, everyone. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Have a barrel of fun.